morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. This is your fairy messages of love for April the 13th, 2022. How the heck are ya? Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Everything you do here helps put my channel in the YouTube algorithm, if you will. And it shows people and puts it out there in front of people who may be looking for guidance, who may connect with my readings on a specific level. So again, thank you so very much for your for all of your help in helping this channel grow. So we're asking our fairy folk what they have for us on this beautiful Wednesday. Let's see. So what we have is the brat. Ooh, look at that. Just someone who is just not with it. Not with it. Someone who's very maybe obnoxious, all about ego. Someone who is very, you know what word I'm hearing? I'm hearing the word pissy. Just someone who isn't in the zone, who isn't having a good time, who isn't having fun, who's being obnoxious and bratty. The dormouse and rescued. Yeah, somebody better come rescue that girl from herself. Seriously. She needs to just find a little place to go to and chillax and chill out. She needs someone to come in and maybe give her a helping hand. It is okay to ask. It is okay to ask. If you're feeling overwhelmed or upset or pissy about something, you know, it is okay to kind of call up a friend and say, hey, can I come over? I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody to relate. I need somebody to relate to my issues. I need somebody to be pissy with me, or I need somebody to cheer me up. So it's okay to call someone, you know, if you're feeling like you need to kind of, you know, chill. I wanted to say smoke and chill, but I don't know if you can say that on the YouTubes. You're needing someone to kind of chillax, and the little dormouse is there for you, right? Going, hey, come on over. You know, sit and relax with me, hang out. Let's talk about, you know, let me rescue you from yourself, you know. And the summer dragon is all about transformation, you know, transform that bratty, pissy self that you have going on into something, you know, perhaps more grateful, perhaps, that you have friends who would put up with your shit. Grateful for perhaps that you have friends who will come to your rescue. Grateful perhaps that you have that you're alive, that you have good friends, that you're in good company. I know some days, you know, we all feel like we just want to, you know, go around bitching and complaining about this and that and the third, and we don't want to see the beauty around us or the opportunities around us. We don't want to be in a good mood. We don't want to have a good time. We don't want to have fun. You know, we don't feel like we want to be put in that energy. But if you're going around other people with this type of energy, what do you think you're doing to other people's energy, right? So you need somehow to kind of chillax. You need somehow to kind of just release all of that stamping of your feet and being all bratty-ish, and move out of that energy and move into a time of transformation and happiness. And what's funny here is that we got the daughter card from the messages with fairies. We got the daughter card. So perhaps you got a girl who is just being, you know, I have two, so I know how bratty they can be, and I know, you know, how it goes. I'm not talking to you anymore. Slamming a door. Talk to me 5 minutes later. What do you want? We also got the who do you need to forgive. So perhaps you have a daughter, and you guys are having some issues. You need to release some old anger and resentment perhaps toward her. She's older. We know how difficult mother relationship daughters can be. What did I hear on a movie once? It's I don't remember the name of the movie, but she says it's very difficult relating to someone that you give birth to who is a younger version, a more beautiful version, and a smarter version of yourself. And that kind of hit me in the heart a little bit. So we, most of us, some of us who can relate to having mom-daughter issues, who can relate to releasing old anger and resentment, um, in order to have a better understanding relationship with your daughter. And you're also guided to just, to be yourself. Sometimes we put we hold back, or we don't give enough. We don't want to be like those who've come before us. I had an awful relationship with my mother. She was an abuser, and then she gave me away to a pedophile. And I hold a lot of resentments toward my mother. I hold a lot. I'm trying to get over the anger that I hold against her for putting me in this position when I was 13. I am trying to forgive and to release and to let go. And I really second guessed having children because I didn't want to be like my mother toward my daughters. And there was a part of me that wasn't, but then there was a part of me um, that as I was going through life with my daughters, when they were younger, I felt or saw a little bit of my mother coming through, and I had to to dial that back and go at this relationship from a different perspective, because I never wanted to be like my mother. I never wanted to be someone who would call their daughters the B word. I'd never wanted to be someone whose way of dealing with misbehaving children wouldn't be to whoop their ass, but it would be to slap them in the face or to throw things at them. Now, I believe in ass whippings. Yes, I do. I believe that, there are too many children running around today that need a good spank and a good ass whooping. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Yes, I do. And if you disagree, that's your opinion. But let me tell you, I believe. And, and I never had to do that to my children. I never had to give the, ass whooping. I have the mother stare, the mother side eye, the eyes in the back of my head, if you will. And that was enough. But my mother was a hitter, and she was a shaker, and she was a beater. And she was, a very egotistical woman. She thought of her own needs before her children. And I have a lot of mommy-daughter issues. And so I don't, I, I, I have tried to release the anger, resentment that I feel against her for doing what she has done to me, but our relationship at this moment in time is non-existent. And she lives in the same state I live in. So if you have this daughter-mother relationship that has been a little bit toxic or a little bit full of anger or resentment, perhaps there are things that you can do to kind of bring this relationship together by being yourself, by speaking your truth, by saying what you truly need to say and allowing her to do the same. And I really want to talk, the word that I'm getting here is transition, transition, transition. So if you have a son who is making that transition, or if you have a daughter that is making that transition, and you have come at the news of this transition at not a very favorable way, perhaps this is a time to release any anger and resentment you feel about that. And I'm really feeling this in my intuition, and I'm really feeling this in my heart, that if you have a son or a daughter going through these transitions, that releasing anger and resentment and um, and being yourself and speaking your truth and speaking in a way that they can understand and relate to you, and allowing them to speak their truth in a way that that you can relate to them as well, right? So I hope this is able to help whomever is listening. There is this transformation that is happening in the summertime, being spontaneous, being happy, having a joyful time. I love the full moon behind this dragon, as well as the butterflies. So I want to say very clearly to listen to your intuition, allow growth, allow for transformation, be yourself, and forgive. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And until next time, take care of you.